Hello everyone, welcome to my session today for serverless threat response for Amazon S3 malware detection. I hope you have great time at Reinforce. Today is my first time as a speaker and attendee, so I am really excited about it. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. I am Sena, I am from Turkey. I am working as a cloud security architect at Cyberwiz. And also, I am an AWS security hero like almost 2 years. So this is our agenda today. And I want to start something with all use, event-driven applications. Whether it's an uploading a selfie or syncing a backup or uploading a scanned documents, actually, we are sending some data to Amazon S3, or we are getting some data Amazon S3 from every day. So millions of objects uploaded to Amazon S3 every single day from your applications or from your customers' applications, actually. So there is a what if. What if just one of those files is just malware? So again, it can be a zip file with some bad code, or it can be a PNG or image file with some Trojan, I don't know. Maybe your system has a upload vulnerability that has some misconfigurations into your backend, and something or someone is trying to or sending to some data, some code, some execution process into your backend. So as we know, and as you know, Amazon S3 is secure by default with lots of different good features, such as encryption for the new objects by default, or maybe disabling the S3 access control list by default, or maybe for the public access, because the public access is the most dangerous one, we can get automatically enabling for S3 block public access feature. But none of them is not solving the problem, because when you are uploading some stuff, when you are allowing to upload your clients to Amazon S3, it can be a nightmare, and it can be an initial endpoint for your system, and actually attackers know that. So just for a second, we need to think, how do we detect these threats? And we need to respond instantly, and our clients and our users shouldn't have to care and shouldn't have to wait for this process. So at this point, we have a great feature, which is newly released by Amazon GuardDuty, malware protection for Amazon S3. It's a really, really great feature, because if you just want to use this option, you can only use that option. You can enable just only this option for the S3 objects, for the S3 buckets in your environment. And you can also send lots of scanned metrics to the event bridge if you want. Or Amazon GuardDuty scans your newly uploaded objects every day in real time, and we are getting some tags for the new objects. Like if you have some objects that has some threats, GuardDuty tags it as threats found. And if it is not, it's okay. GuardDuty again tags it no threats found. And if you have some files that GuardDuty is not supported, we can get the tag unsupported. And if you have some access issues about GuardDuty and between your S3 buckets, you can get access denied tag. And if you have some failed scans for your new objects, you can get the failed state, failed object key actually. So it's really good, and as you can see, you are getting lots of different data for the finding in the Amazon GuardDuty, which is really cool feature for the S3 buckets for the user uploads. So just for a second, let us think together. It's just for the detection part. Yes, we are detecting some stuff, some malwares. We are detecting what the issue is, what's the IP is. We are getting the finding. But it's only the detection part. We don't have to get any take action. We don't do any investigation, or we don't send some notifications to the security team. So at this point, we need to think an automated, fast, and invisible solution for the guard duty, for the threat response mechanism. So at this point, I have created a solution that you can use for your serverless and automated approach for the action and for the investigation. So I want to summarize the steps for you. Just first of all, I have enabled the guard duty protection option for my S3 buckets. These S3 buckets should actually the buckets that our clients uploads. So I have lots of visibility because I just need to focus on the uploaded ones, not the unnecessary scans, not the internal ones or the private buckets that users don't upload. I don't want that. I just need to focus on the client interactions. And after that, I have enabled the S3 event notifications to send all notifications to EventBridge. And after that step, I have enabled an EventBridge rule, which is whenever a client uploads some stuff, which is put object, I need to run AWS step functions. At this point, AWS step functions is really, really good feature for me, good service for me, because I created a flow that can be manageable automatically, fastly, and invisible for the users. So at this point, what can we do? What can I do? I have a Lambda function, which named as check object tag. As I said before, guard duty is add some tags for the new objects that you are scanning with the guard duty feature. And this Lambda is basically controls the tag. And if you have the threats found tag, you can call with this automated flow with the AWS step functions, you can call quarantine if the threats found Lambda. At this point, we need to get the malware object from the original bucket, and we need to send them to the quarantine bucket because we need to investigate what is the issue. We need to do a forensic analysis for the object actually. And after that, quarantine, if the threat found Lambda, deletes the original object from the client side because we don't need it. We don't want to run it with, like for if you have a mobile app with the AI generated images, you don't need to go to another step with this object, with this Lambda, with this image, because it's already malwared. So we need to quarantine that. And after that, if you have the tag no threat found, and if you have some business logic, like generating an AI image or this kind of stuff, you can just move on. But if you want, you can tag this like, yes, this is the clean object. You can move on. You can send some notifications, or you can send all of this stuff to the SQS. I don't know, whatever you want. And if you want to add some custom logic with different tags, such as if you have some access denied or unsupported and you need to be aware of it, you can do also lots of different options with lots of Lambda, or maybe lots of different AWS serverless services. So at this point, as you can see, there are a few key benefits for this architecture. First of all, it's all automated. We don't have any security engineers at this point. We just need to focus on the logic and the business flow at this time. And it's scalable. You can add whatever you want, whenever you want at this architecture. And it's silent for the clients, for attackers, and for the normal users, actually. And after this point, yes, we have quarantined all the stuff that we want. And what if? After the quarantine step, we can focus on the notify the security team or doing some deeper investigation or creating a security ticket to your security team. Actually, you can do again whatever you want. It's so modular and it's scalable. So for example, you can send an alert with the Amazon SNS to your third-party solution or maybe with the email to your colleagues. Or if you want, you can get some data from the Amazon GuardDuty finding details and you can write all of them to the Amazon DynamoDB or Amazon Security Lake or another that you want. Whenever you are storing some stuff, you can do it. And if you want, you can also do AWS Systems Manager, Incident Manager to create an incident ticket for your security team, and they are getting some calls about, yes, there is a malware object, you need to be aware of it. You need to do this step, and this step. You can also do this. And if you want, you can call another AWS step function flow to get some deeper investigation for your system. So at this point, maybe you have already seen or maybe you have some questions about how this architecture works. First of all, it's serverless, as you can see. There are lots of different serverless services, and we just need to focus on the code. No patching, no management, VM management, and we just need to focus on the business logic and actually the GuardDuty tags, and we can just move on. And after that, it's invisible for the clients, for the attackers. We just need to understand the whole flow as cloud security architects or security engineers, and we just need to move on with this. And it's event-driven. I don't want to get a malware object to the second layer, to my backend. So at this point, it's a real-time job. We just catch the bucket, we just catch the object, we need to quarantine it, and after that, we just need to investigate it. If someone is getting some bad stuff in our backend, we don't want to allow it, and which is really important because event-driven applications is really, really popular, and we have all used all of the systems, all of the integrations in real time. And it's scalable. We are doing lots of different things with SNS, Systems Manager, this kind of Amazon DynamoDB, I don't know, whenever or wherever you want. It's more scalable, and if you are uploading just one of these files or millions of objects, it can be scalable with different AWS step functions or with different Lambda. You can do whatever you want. And finally, it's extendable and modular, actually. You can get some stuff, some here, and you can add some custom or business logic into your system, and you can move on. So at this point, finally, I want to say detection is really good, and automated response is better. We can find a solution for the automated response. But for your event-driven applications, invisible, which is your clients does not care about or does not know anything about it, and serverless protection, that's how you can win for the event-driven applications. So thank you for listening. If you want to reach me or ask me any questions, I will be around here for like 3 days, and these are my Twitter and LinkedIn. You can follow me from here, and I just want to ask, please complete the session survey in the app. Thank you so much for your attending.